Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Real Sigma. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And please share the video with people that you think could benefit from it. Now, today's topic is, will the Sigma male ever commit to one woman? And if so, what type of woman can actually get the Sigma male to settle down? Now, the Sigma naturally does not want to settle down in the area of relationships too early in life. And this is because the Sigma male loves and values his independence. And he also has a lot of really big goals that he wants to achieve. And he knows being in a relationship is going to hinder that ability most of the time. And since the Sigma loves and values his independence, he wants to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, without having to answer to somebody. And this is why many Sigmas are entrepreneurs or work for themselves. They don't like to answer to other people, and they definitely don't want anyone telling them what to do. The Sigma wants to live freely in every possible way. And the Sigma realizes that being in a relationship significantly reduces his ability to do that, because all relationships require time, commitment, and energy to maintain, and even more so in a romantic relationship. But this doesn't mean that the Sigma won't settle down if he finds the right person, because if the Sigma finds the right woman that is on his level, then he will definitely consider committing to her. And we already know from my previous videos that the Sigma male is a lone wolf in society. He doesn't mess with a lot of people, and only a handful of people will know what is really going on in the Sigma's life. Sigmas are very private individuals, and they're not private just for the sake of being secretive. No, it's because Sigmas have come to realize that there's rarely any benefit to telling people what's going on in his life. Sharing personal info with people is more likely to become a liability. Because people may use that info against you in some way. You share an idea that you're working on and someone tries to copy it. Or you share personal info about yourself and someone begins spreading that info to others. And so one of the reasons why Sigmas don't talk about what's going on in their life is because it is a liability. It usually only harms them and it rarely benefits them. And the Sigma realizes that his life flows much smoother when nobody knows what's going on in his life. The Sigma is able to move and advance much quicker when nobody is thinking about him or talking about him. And like I've said many times, the Sigma likes to make moves on the low. So that is one of the reasons why he is a lone wolf. And when it comes to relationships, the more advanced and experienced Sigmas will only settle down for the right woman. And so the Sigma may hook up with various women, but they will find it very difficult to get him to commit. And it's not that the Sigma is necessarily a player, but it's simply because he's not going to commit to any relationship that he knows will not stand the test of time. And looking back on my life, I had many sexual relationships with many good women, and they were really kind and good-hearted people, and they would actually make a great wife and a mother. And I'm still Facebook friends with many of them, and I see they have their own families now, and they are excellent mothers and wives. But I was just not at a place where I was even thinking about settling down at that time, because I had too many big goals that I wanted to achieve. And they were always wondering why I wouldn't commit to them or what I was up to, because I was kind of, always still doing my own thing. And for me personally, it's just because I'm not willing to settle for less than the absolute best woman for me. So you will rarely see a Sigma settle in the area of choosing a wife. Now, as the Sigma matures, he will begin to be very selective, even in casual sex relationships. And as a young Sigma, I would have various sexual relationships all the time. It was actually an addiction that took me many years to break free from. But even having purely sexual relationships requires time and effort. So eventually I got to the point where I would be very selective even in hookups. because as a Sigma, we don't want to expend a lot of energy and time on relationships when we are still pursuing major goals in our life. We would rather dedicate our time to our pursuits. And when I was younger, like I said, I would hook up with any and every woman that I viewed as attractive. I really had no ability to turn down opportunities for sex. It was truly an addiction. And even maintaining these already low maintenance relationships, it was still taking up my time and focus. But as I matured and learned to not be so controlled by my sexual urges, I began being very selective even in those purely sexual relationships. And so as the Sigma matures, he will not just dive into casual sex so easily as he may have done in his younger days. And I know that sounds crazy to a lot of you younger Sigmas, but it's true, it is possible. And like I said, this is because it requires a lot of the Sigma's time and energy. He would rather be working on his projects and working on becoming financially free until he finds the right woman for him. And so a lot of times you will see Sigma staying single and willing to wait until he finds the one. See, the majority of people in society, they feel like they need to always be in a relationship. They cannot stand to be single. They have to be in a relationship at all times. And I'm sure you know many people that come out of a breakup, and instead of taking time to work on themselves and, be healed of emotional trauma and staying single, they jump right back into another relationship. I've seen it multiple times throughout my life, even with many of my friends. And it's because they find their value in having someone. Whereas the Sigma doesn't need to be in any relationship. He is completely fine being single. Being in a relationship does not define or determine the Sigma's value in life, okay? And so he would rather not be in a relationship if he knows it's not going to last, or if he knows that she's not the one. And it really is like the Mercedes-Benz slogan where they say the best or nothing. And this is because the Sigma wants and desires the best things for his own life. And a lot of times he would rather not have anything if it's not going to be the absolute best. And so the next question is, what type of woman can actually get the Sigma male to commit and settle down? Well, this particular woman is very rare, even more rare than the Sigma male himself. Ideally, the Sigma male would like a Sigma female if possible. And this is because the Sigma female will not be insecure, and she will allow the Sigma male to keep some form of independence. Granted, he will have to check in with her and he will be accountable to her, but she will allow him to, flow freely as is his natural state. And so she will also have the ability to carry her own weight, and she will have the same values and mindset as the Sigma male. And I'm not saying this woman has to be a true Sigma male, although that would be ideal. But she will need to have some key attributes of the Sigma in order to earn the respect of the Sigma male. And so the type of woman that can get a Sigma male to settle down must be emotionally mature, meaning she must have control over her emotions. She must not be insecure. You see, a Sigma will never settle down with a woman that has volatile emotions, no matter how beautiful she is. It's just not going to happen. And this is because the Sigma hates dealing with insignificant issues caused by insecurity and emotional trauma. The Sigma values and protects his peace at all costs. He has built his life around having peace and a flow to his life. And the Sigma has his internal self mastered, and he expects his woman to be on his same level, especially in this area. And if a woman is emotionally mature, the Sigma will definitely notice. And this is because the Sigma still, wants to be independent and be able to go about and do things whenever he feels like it. And if his woman is insecure, she will always be thinking that he is cheating, or she will be very needy. And obviously, this will drive the Sigma crazy. So he needs a woman that has control over her emotions and is very secure in herself so that the Sigma can still have some independence. Next, the Sigma's woman must be intellectually sharp. See, the Sigma male is highly intellectual and very deep. So if a woman cannot match him intellectually, the Sigma will find it very difficult to see her as a life partner. And this doesn't mean that she must be as smart as the Sigma, but she will need to be the type of person that has the ability to learn from him and desires to learn. Because the Sigma loves to teach others what he has learned and discovered throughout his life. And very few things bring him as much joy as seeing someone apply the wisdom and teachings that he has given them. And the Sigma male will want his woman to be able to go deep with him in conversations that are abstract and complex. See, whereas most people watch TV or movies for entertainment and enjoyment, the Sigma's idea of fun is having deep and stimulating conversations with people. There are very few things that the Sigma loves more than a deep and stimulating conversation with a person that can keep up with him intellectually. He loves this. And another aspect of being intellectually sharp is being street smart, meaning she must have the ability to see through people and identify their true motives. Because a woman that is too trusting and gullible will only become a liability to the Sigma male. She will need the ability to see through guys that are trying to run game on her and be able to shut them down like a true boss lady. And I remember a girl that I was hooking up with, and she did something that really caught my attention. Now, this was in my 20s, back when I was still heavily in the party scene. And if any of you have been involved in that scene, you know that any woman is fair game, whether she is with someone or not. I remember being at this party, and I was with this girl, and we were not committed to each other. It was simply a sexual relationship. But she did something profound that really caught my eye that night. Now, she was gorgeous with an amazing body. She was the type of girl that will show up and catch everyone's attention when she shows up to a party. And this was the type of girl that dated NBA players, so very visually stimulating woman. And obviously, I wasn't going to be in a committed relationship with her. We were just having sex. And so we're at this party, and Sigmas are simply not the type to be hanging all over his girl and hovering over her at a party. No, the Sigma will give her space to mingle as he does the same. And he will circle back with her and then go mingle some more, and this will continue throughout the night. So as I was giving her space and I was mingling with other people, I remember an alpha male associate or acquaintance of mine actually was trying to get at her, even though she showed up with me. And so she shuts him down instantly and comes over to me and is like, "Yo, what's wrong with your boy? He's trying to holler at me." She's like, "What, he can't tell that I'm with you? Is he stupid or something?" And I was like, wow. It really impressed me that she had the ability to shut him down and expose him. And I remember thinking, this girl is dope. She really earned my respect that night because, she didn't fall for that weak alpha game. And so the Sigma wants a woman that is street smart and will check someone that is coming at her in that way. He wants a woman that is not going to fall for some weak alpha game, because so many women fall for it. I'm sure you've seen it. I've witnessed it many times, and it's kind of, cringeworthy. So I've never forgotten that incident, and it is a quality that I will want in any woman that I settle down with. She needs street smarts. Now, another thing that the Sigma's woman will need is mental toughness. She will need the ability to fight through difficult situations while remaining calm. The Sigma knows that difficult situations are just a part of life, but his ability to power through these challenges is what separates him from most people. So if he's going to choose a life partner, she must have the ability to stay calm and focus on how to overcome whatever issues may arise in life or the relationship. And if she has mental toughness, then she will certainly gain the Sigma's respect, because this is a rare quality in general. And if a woman has this, then she has already distinguished herself from the crowd, and the Sigma will take notice. Now, I want to give you a quick example of a woman that was emotionally mature, intellectually sharp, and had mental toughness. And this woman was able to get a Sigma male to commit to her. So if you have ever seen the movie The Matrix, you remember Neo was a Sigma male. You know, he was very introverted, but very confident, had uncommon abilities, and he was calm under intense pressure. And his girlfriend was Trinity. Now, Trinity was already intellectually deep because she had already been unplugged from the Matrix even before Neo had been unplugged. Also, she was in control over her emotions and had mental toughness. And we see this when she is in intense battles within the Matrix, and you never really see her, having emotional tantrums or whatever. And so Neo had a lot of respect for her because she was on his level in many ways. And this is what it takes for a woman to lock down a Sigma male. And so I hope most of you have seen The Matrix, and if you haven't, please go watch it. It is a classic. It's an older movie, but very deep. And so that's all I'm going to cover in this video today. I didn't want to go too deep into this topic, but I just wanted to give you a few points on this subject so that you guys could get a better understanding. And I hope this video was helpful. I may do a more in-depth video on this topic at some point. So please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you identify with the Sigma male archetype. And leave a comment saying that you subscribe to the channel, and I will make sure to reply to every comment. Also, if there are any subjects that you would like me to cover regarding the Sigma male, leave them in the comment section. So thanks for checking out The Real Sigma. Keep working on yourself and master your emotions.